Remember those old houses that seem to hold a special kind of magic in every corner? They were built with a character and charm that often feels missing from today's minimalist, fast-paced construction. In this video, we are retaking a nostalgic journey back in time to explore 30 details of old houses that we wish still existed. From the satisfying heft of solid wood doors to the whimsical charm of stained glass windows, we'll rediscover the craftsmanship, practicality, and soul that made these homes so special. This is a trip dedicated to the artistry and traditional architecture that made every house feel truly unique and alive. The charm and craftsmanship of old houses reveal a world of intricate details that modern construction, with its focus on speed and efficiency, rarely replicates. Walking through a historic home is like stepping into a gallery of forgotten arts. Every element, from the foundation to the roof, was often built with a level of care and intention that has become a rarity. These homes weren't just shelters. They were expressions of pride, built to last for generations, and to tell a story through their very structure. It was an era where the human touch was evident in every joint, every carving, and every fixture, creating a sense of warmth and permanence that continues to captivate us today. One of the most immediate and satisfying details you'll notice in an old house is the solid hardwood doors. Unlike the hollow, lightweight doors common in new builds, these were crafted from single, solid pieces of wood. The moment you turned the knob and pushed one open, you could feel its substantial weight, a testament to its quality and durability. They didn't just divide rooms. They added a profound sense of elegance and security. These doors were built to withstand the test of time, resisting warping and damage for decades. And their natural wood grain added a layer of organic beauty that couldn't be matched by modern composites. Each one felt like a grand entrance, promising something special on the other side. Look up, and you'll find another hallmark of artisanal work: intricate crown molding and trim. In older homes, molding wasn't just a simple strip of wood to cover the joint between wall and ceiling. It was a work of art, featuring complex profiles, detailed carvings, and graceful curves that drew the eye upward. This trim work required the skill of a true craftsman, who would patiently build up layers to create a sense of depth and sophistication. Whether it was framing a doorway, running along the baseboards, or crowning a room, this detailing added an architectural richness that made spaces feel complete and thoughtfully designed. It was a sign that beauty mattered, even in the smallest corners of the home. Old houses were also masters of space optimization. Long before the modern obsession with decluttering, this was beautifully achieved through built-in shelves and cabinets. From floor-to-ceiling bookshelves in a study to a charming hutch in the dining room, these integrated features maximized storage without needing extra bulky furniture. They were designed to be part of the room's architecture, creating a seamless and organized look. These nooks and crannies provided dedicated spots for books, china, linens, and family treasures, making the home feel both functional and deeply personal. It was a clever, elegant solution that made rooms feel larger and more cohesive. Another element that infused old homes with personality was vintage wallpaper. Before the dominance of neutral paint, walls were often canvases for storytelling. Intricate floral patterns, bold geometric designs, and delicate pastoral scenes added warmth, texture, and a unique character to every room. The right wallpaper could transform a space, making a formal dining room feel grand or a small bedroom feel cozy and inviting. While it fell out of favor for a time, many are rediscovering the power of wallpaper to express individual style and bring a sense of history and artistry back into the home. It was a way to dress a room in its finest, giving it a voice and a distinct mood. The connection between the indoors and outdoors was once a central part of home design, perfectly embodied by the wraparound porch. This iconic feature was more than just an architectural element. It was a social hub. These generous, covered spaces invited neighbors to stop by for a chat, provided a stage for family gatherings on warm afternoons, and offered a peaceful spot for slow evenings, spent in a rocking chair. The porch was the home's friendly handshake to the world, blurring the lines between private life and community. It encouraged a slower, more connected way of living that seems increasingly rare in our modern, garage-centric world. Behind the beautiful finishes, the very walls of old houses were built differently. Thick plaster walls were the standard, offering benefits that modern drywall often can't match. This dense material provided superior insulation, keeping homes warmer in the winter and cooler in the summer. It also acted as a natural sound barrier, significantly reducing noise transfer between rooms and from the outside world, creating a quieter, more serene living environment. Furthermore, Plaster is incredibly durable, resistant to dings and dents that easily mar drywall. These sturdy walls contributed to the solid, protected feeling that makes old houses feel so secure. A clever and practical feature, often found above interior doors, was the transom window. These small, hinged windows allowed for natural airflow and light to pass between rooms even when the doors were closed. This was an ingenious solution for ventilation in the days before central air conditioning, helping to keep the air moving and prevent rooms from feeling stuffy. Transom windows offered both privacy and comfort. A simple yet highly effective design that addressed the practical needs of daily life. Today, they are admired for their vintage charm and as a reminder of a time when design solutions were both elegant and resourceful. In the bathroom, the clawfoot bathtub was the ultimate symbol of luxury and timeless style. Standing freely as a sculptural centerpiece, these deep cast iron tubs invited long, relaxing soaks. Their elegant, curved lines and distinctive feet added a touch of romance and sophistication that modern built-in tubs rarely achieve. More than just a fixture, a clawfoot tub was an experience, transforming the simple act of bathing into a moment of indulgence. Their enduring appeal is a testament to their perfect blend of form and function, a classic design that has never gone out of style. At the heart of the home, you would often find a real stone fireplace. This wasn't just a decorative box. It was a massive, commanding structure that served as both a stunning centerpiece and an essential heat source. Built from locally sourced stone or rugged brick, each fireplace had a unique character, its textures and colors telling a story of the surrounding landscape. It was the natural gathering spot for the family, a place for warmth, conversation, and shared moments. The crackling fire and radiant heat created an unparalleled sense of comfort and coziness, making the house truly feel like a home. Beyond the main rooms, old houses were full of surprises, including hidden nooks and cubbies. These charming built-in storage spaces were tucked into walls, under staircases, or beside fireplaces. They were perfect for stashing away firewood, blankets, or a child's secret treasures. These clever little pockets of space added a sense of mystery and discovery to the home, making it feel like there was always another secret to uncover. They were a practical way to use every available inch, while adding a touch of whimsical, storybook charm. Light itself became a form of art through the use of stained glass windows, often found in entryways, on stair landings, or in formal living areas. These windows transformed ordinary daylight into a vibrant display of color. As the sun moved across the sky, it would cast shifting patterns of ruby reds, sapphire blues, and emerald greens across the floors and walls. This was more than just a window. It was a dynamic piece of art that added a touch of magic and beauty to everyday life. It was a declaration that even functional elements of a home could be sources of inspiration and wonder. The tactile experience of an old house was also defined by its hardware. Solid brass, doorknobs, and fixtures were the standard, chosen for their beauty and longevity. Unlike modern plated metals, solid brass had a satisfying weight and developed a beautiful, rich patina as it aged. The intricate designs and warm glow of these knobs, hinges, and latches added a subtle layer of elegance to every door and cabinet. They were a small but significant detail that spoke to a commitment to quality materials that would not only last but grow more beautiful over time. One of the greatest losses in modern home design is the disappearance of the walk-in attic. In older homes, the attic was a vast, cavernous space with a proper floor and ample headroom. It was a family's treasure chest, storing generations of memories in the form of old furniture, forgotten toys, stacks of letters, and holiday decorations. More than just storage, it was a place of adventure and nostalgia, a dusty archive of a family's history waiting to be explored. These attics connected the present to the past, holding stories within their timber frames. Before the convenience of modern gadgets, old houses had their own clever innovations, like the laundry chute. This simple but brilliant feature consisted of a small door on an upper floor that opened into a vertical shaft leading directly to the laundry area in the basement. It saved countless trips up and down the stairs, turning a tedious chore into a simple, gravity-powered task. The laundry chute was a perfect example of practical, thoughtful design that made daily life just a little bit easier. Even a purely functional item like a radiator was an opportunity for style in an old house. Instead of the plain, utilitarian heaters of today, decorative cast-iron radiators were both functional and stylish. They often featured ornate, embossed patterns and graceful curves, turning a heating element into a piece of decorative furniture. These radiators provided a gentle, radiant heat that was far more comfortable than forced air, and their solid presence added another layer of vintage character to a room. A charming and versatile feature that has sadly become a rarity is the Dutch door, split horizontally in the middle. This door allowed the top half to be opened for fresh air and conversation while the bottom half remained closed. It was the perfect solution for keeping small children and pets safely inside while still letting in a cool breeze and the sounds of the neighborhood. The Dutch door was a friendly, informal feature that perfectly blended security with openness, adding a touch of rustic, farmhouse charm. Another way old homes created a sense of warmth was with wood paneling. While it got a bad reputation from the cheap imitations of the 1970s, traditional wood paneling was a mark of quality and sophistication. Rich, dark woods like mahogany, oak, or walnut were used to line the walls of libraries, dens, and dining rooms, giving the spaces a cozy, club-like feel. The deep tones and natural grain of the wood added texture and character, absorbing sound and creating an intimate, enveloping atmosphere that is hard to replicate. Cozy corners were often created with built-in window seats, tucked into a bay window or nestled between two bookshelves. These seats provided the perfect spot for reading, daydreaming, or simply watching the world go by. Often with built-in storage underneath, they were a wonderfully efficient use of space. A window seat invited you to slow down and take a moment for yourself, transforming a simple window into a cozy, personal retreat and a beloved feature of any room. Finally, the very foundation of these homes spoke to their longevity. Stone or brick foundations ensured that houses were built to last for decades, and even centuries. These robust hand-laid foundations provided a solid, unyielding base that could withstand the elements and the passage of time. Looking at the thick, sturdy walls of an old cellar, you can see the incredible labor and skill that went into creating a structure that was meant to endure. It was a commitment to permanence, a promise that the home would stand strong for the generations to come. In this video, you will discover vintage architectural details that have disappeared, retro design elements that gave personality, practical features that modern houses no longer include, reasons why old homes feel more alive, nostalgia, history, and curiosities of the home, ideal for those who love American nostalgia old houses, and their charm vintage and retro design classic architecture. Old-style home renovations.